Boys and girls, I'm here with another edition of Mrs. Haynes' Helpful Hints, and I'm excited to present to you today Compare and Contrast. And we're looking at comparing how two things are the same, and we're looking at contrasting how two things are different. Let's go straight to Mrs. Haynes, who's having a great time with football. Let's watch this video. Wow, Mrs. Haynes sure is some athlete, isn't she? Let's compare using words like same as, alike, similar to, both. We can contrast using words such as different from, however, on the other hand, in contrast. So looking at comparing, we can say that the football helmet and the football are alike because they're both used in the sport football. If we want to contrast those two things, we can say that the helmet is different from the football because a helmet protects your head, and a football is used to throw, catch, or kick. Let's look at another exciting video with Mrs. Hayne in the snow. Ah, no, faceplant. We hate that, don't we? So let's compare sledding with snowboarding. Sledding is the same as snowboarding because they're both winter sports. Now let's contrast the two. We could say that sledding, when you sled, you sit on your bottom. On the other hand, when you snowboard, you stand on your feet. So that's how we can compare and contrast two different things. When you compare and contrast, you can use something called a Venn diagram. A Venn diagram is two intersecting circles, and where they intersect in the middle is where you write the comparison, how they're similar, how are they alike, how are they the same. And then in the outer two circles, you contrast how they're different. You talk about what they don't have in common. That's what goes on the outside. So let's look at an example of a Venn diagram with oranges and apples. So looking at an orange and looking at an apple, to compare them, we can say that an orange and an apple are alike because they're both fruits. We could say that they both have seeds. We can say that an orange is similar to an apple because they're both healthy for you. If we want to contrast an orange and an apple, we go to the outsides, and we say that an orange is different from an apple because you peel the skin, and in an apple you can eat the skin. An orange is actually orange in color. However, an apple is red, yellow, and green. An orange grows in warmer climates. In contrast, an apple grows in cooler climates. So that's how you can use a Venn diagram to compare and contrast things like oranges and apples. Let's look at another way to compare and contrast characters, settings, and events. Today we're going to look at settings. We're going to look at an amusement park and a water park. So let's compare them. A water park is like an amusement park because they're both parks. An amusement park is similar to a water park because kids go to both of them. Now to contrast them, we can talk about how they're different. A water park is different from an amusement park because it has water. On the other hand, an amusement park is dry. You might say that at an amusement park you wear all of your clothes, where on the other hand, at a water park you wear your bathing suit. This has been another edition of Mrs. Haynes' Helpful Hints.